In this video, we're going to give you the sacral chakra healing tips you need to know.
3 tips for sacral chakra balancing.
Plus, stay to the end for a secret weapon
to help you clear the sacral chakra like a badass. I'm Heather.
And I'm David.
From ZenRoseGarden.com. Yes.
Helping people create
badass lives.
So what is the sacral chakra?
Well, the sacral chakra is the second of the 7 chakras, the 7 main chakras, and it is located between your belly button and your pubic bone. And it is the center of your emotions.
So how do you say it in Sanskrit?
I don't really know. I'm really bad at Sanskrit, but it doesn't really matter because it's called the sacral chakra and I speak English. But it's a cool word if you can pronounce the Sanskrit. Svadhisthana. I say it's Svadhisthana.
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 What is that? What is that?
It literally means where you dwell. So it's sort of the seat of where you dwell, the center of your emotional being.
It is your dwelling that you take with you.
And basically the sacral chakra represents your sensual self engaging in life. It's where your inner child is expressing what he or she wants out into the world. It's your feeling self.
It is the PlayStation.
It's your inner PlayStation.
Yes, you get to take that with you. And you don't have to pay for it monthly.
Tip number 1.
Gluttony versus the sensual experience.
Yes. So what blocks the sacral chakra are gluttony and lust and shame and overindulgence and addiction. Gotta have it, gotta have it, gotta have it.
The inner child feels trapped and they start rebelling and overindulging as a way of trying to feed themselves, to give themselves whatever they need. So whenever it's available, they go way overboard trying to fill that need inside.
So your inner child feels like they're not going to get enough, so when it's available, they're going to empty that cookie jar out and eat as much as possible. So it's not coming from the sensual experience of, yum, that cookie is amazing. It's coming from, I better eat all the cookies because pretty soon there won't be enough.
Yes.
And personally, I prefer to experience a cookie that is amazing instead of 10,000 cookies that are just kind of, well, your sacral chakra might be pretty good.
So what balances the sacral chakra, the sensual experience? It doesn't necessarily mean sexual. It means sensual. It means you're curious, you're engaged in life. You are sensual without overindulgence.
You are enjoying the experiences of life, especially the tactile life, the life of senses.
Right. Your relationships here are based on a shared experience rather than what can that person give me. Tip number 2. Get into the body.
Yeah, get into it.
One of the best ways to get in touch with how your sacral chakra is feeling and to open and activate the sacral chakra is to do something physical.
Get up off of that thing.
Like belly dancing is a good one, or yoga, or even pole dancing, or connecting to some kind of sensory experience that makes you feel with one of your senses.
Swimming with sharks would be a sensory experience. I wouldn't recommend it for everybody.
A foodie experience.
Definitely.
A good wine. So sometimes these experiences can bring up old negative programs.
And this is the way that you can tell if you've still got things to work through in a particular chakra is when you're enjoying something, you're going out to experience something, and then those old negative programs running in the back of your mind start coming to the surface. Oh, maybe I shouldn't do this, maybe I shouldn't do that, maybe this is too much, maybe people aren't going to like me. Whatever those programs are, they start getting kicked up when they get triggered.
So take a look at those programs if they come up when you're having fun or enjoying or doing some kind of sensory experience. Are they shaming you or are they encouraging you and letting you enjoy yourself?
And recognize the difference between lust and overindulgence or true experience.
Tip
Number 3.
3.
Explore your sexual values.
You knew we were going to talk about sex, didn't
Let's
you?
talk about sex, baby.
Oh, there he goes.
No?
So sacral chakra sexuality. Because yes, this chakra is about play and fun, but it is also the seat of your sexual being. Do your sexual values or beliefs ring true for you? Do they come from your core truth, or did you get them from someone else whose values might not be in line with yours?
And the reason that we bring this up is because our sexual identity and how we explore out in the world is modeled first in our parents. If they have a strong sexual identity with who they are and how they relate with themselves and with the world around them, a strong sensual identity without fear, without need or greed or messed up programs in the head, then you've got a sexual identity that's very solid. If your parents have a sexual identity that is not solid, then that's the role model that you tend to emulate until you get it right in your head.
Where in your life have you rebelled against some sort of sexual norm that you believed was right for you or was the right thing to do? When you've rebelled against some sort of sexual norm, whatever that is, we're not here to tell you what that is, and you've overindulged in sexual behavior,
like an overactive sexual chakra.
chances are you were operating from something that wasn't your truth.
Or was coming from an old program that doesn't fit.
So if you have felt a lot of guilt after you have overindulged in sexual behavior, that's where that shame comes in and blocks the chakra. Chances are you pivoted all the way back to total sexual repression, which probably also was not your truth. So the truth of your sexual being is probably actually in the middle of whatever those two extremes are for you.
Now it's time for the bonus tip. True inner child work. What exactly does that mean? The sacral chakra is a sensory and tactile chakra. This is a chakra that needs sensory experience to get moving.
Where in your life do you feel shame or are overindulging? Sit and think and meditate on those things, and then start doing some true inner child work. So the reason we say inner child work is important is there's some integration that needs to happen around the fears and the shame that is expressing around the blocked sacral chakra.
And the way that we integrate specifically with the sacral chakra is tactile sensory experiences. So if you're going out and dancing and connecting to the sacral chakra and the sensual energy of life, and those programs start coming up, that's where you're doing the inner work of freeing the inner child so that they can dance and feel free without the guilt or the shame.
The inner child is free to play when the inner father and the inner mother are in balance. So if some of those negative programs and voices are coming from an internal mother voice or an internal father voice that is negative, that inner child is like, ooh, I don't know. Should I feel shame? Should I feel guilt? Am I free to play? Am I free to express without fear of rejection? That's the inner child work you need to do.
So if there's unrest in the castle, the princess doesn't have time to play.
So remember, if you can't connect with that feeling, you can't heal and integrate it. Sometimes deep feelings of shame need an objective outside observer who is skilled in guiding a person through deep shame, especially if it's deep sexual shame, to come to healing. Sometimes that shame is accompanied with rage. So it's good to have someone to take a look at where you are suppressing your inner child, where you feel you can't play and express, where you are experiencing shame and guilt.
And navigate you through that darkness to find your light of freedom.
You just learned how to open the sacral chakra like a badass.
Now it's time for that secret weapon.
We want to invite you to join our Facebook focus group on advanced chakras and energy work for the badass healer.
Click the link in the description to get it.
We want to give a shout out to one of our valued subscribers. We want to thank you for supporting us, Nicola.
So thank you, Nicola, for your support. It's Truth Bomb time.
Leave your truth bomb moments and any questions you have in the comments below.
If you like this video, hit that like button.
Hit the like button. Now think of at least 2 people who need this information.
And share it with anyone that comes to mind. If you're ready to take your badass life to the next level,
Be sure to subscribe.
and
Click that bell to turn notifications on. Click that bell to turn notifications on.
and click that bell to turn notifications on. Thanks for watching.
And we'll see you in the next video.